Listen. So this guy's a little bit scary. I do have blink. I can blink descent him. I might just go ahead and exclude him. That's if he manages to wake up, I'll have him at range, and I can teleport him pretty easily. So we're kind of just not going to tangle with him. Don't have to fight every monster. These guys are a little bit scary to fight. I do have good HP. I don't have a lot to nail him. He's easier than the troll, but he's still dangerous. I'm gonna go ahead and get Shroud up, and then I'll whack him. And between my HP and him being almost dead by the time he reaches me, I do have this. Got some kind of vault with loot items. I'm gonna guess this could be a ghost vault of some kind. Castlevania, how spooky. Magic map, that's always a nice scroll to have a bunch of early on. Yeah, this got to be a ghost vault, right? Which exciting ghost vault? Oh no. Oh boy. Just I remember this vault. Could switch to. Very possible to switch. Just go ahead and switch to ring mail. Let's see what that does to spell. Oh yeah. See, look at that. Like, I can switch up to ring mail and get a little bit more AC going, and wizardry and being a Gnoll. I'd like to maybe get a few more shots at that guy. He goes, yeah, he hits pretty well, so you have to. Fire dragon, yep, there's a few layer ends that have fire dragons and ice dragons, as the case may be. Those they're nasty by that. They're nasty if you fight them in layer for sure, but they're killable, and if you have a character that can't kill them, boy, I keep getting these scarves. Needles of sleeping. Yep, that is critical. If you XP a monster, it will tell you if it can use doors, and you can also check the bot. And the bot will say, it actually just doesn't list it, but if you check something like an orc, it says weapons, items, doors. Weapons means it can use weapons. Items means it will use arbitrary items. You see the dragon actually has none of these flags, so it doesn't use weapons, items, nor doors. It will never pick up items. It will never use them. It will never open doors. Orbs of fire are famous for being killed by closing a door in their face. Actually, a quite useful tactic if you're trying to get away from one. Jackals. Mikey has never died to one of these. Can we fight all of them at once, because at this point they're not exactly difficult monsters. He's never died to jackals. Ask him if he's ever died to a cursed toe. Ask him about that. Any trick used against jackals? I'm sure people would watch that video. These things. Not too much left on the level. Guess I shouldn't really waste. I don't think there's really... Those things just yell and make a lot of noise. They're kind of a pain if you run into them. If you run into them on a level that's uncleared, because they will attract all manner of creatures around you, but as monsters they don't do a whole lot. Ice Blast not going to be too helpful against this guy. There we go. A couple of shots of Descent. Why not? This is this like cavernous layout it's really huge. Takes forever to explore. Yeah, those bloodthirsty jackal eyes peer into your soul. I sure do have a lot of stuff I'm carrying around. And I sure don't have a god yet, and I sure don't have any altars in its D7 that's not Che. Not a fan of this. Might even read magic. I mean, Temple has to be on this level, and this is a big old level. I could waste a magic map for it, so I could actually see where it is. And get a god, and maybe get Okapiety going. Sure it is. I already have a helmet. Quit giving me things I already have. Seriously though. Such a weird character. I guess it's not that weird to not see a single ego weapon. Does feel like we're a little bit light on the things. So far, you may notice that the only translocation spell I am using is Shroud of Galubria. I don't think I've used Blink yet, but don't be mistaken, that is a very good spell. You can use that with throwing things quite effectively, and then teleport other. We shouldn't... Whites. These guys have good weapons. They also come in a pack. Might go ahead and just sort of exclude that area for now. Sure would like to find Temple. Having a god sounds nice. You know, that seems really nice. Worshipping a god? Wow. I'd sure like to do that sometime. That sounds so nice. That's probably what would happen, yeah. Blow him up, one shot. Those, I mean, I would probably could have just hit him, honestly. I always forget how high my HP is. Yeah, we talked a little bit with Elliptic about Jiva, and he still says that the god is okay as a god you get later. I do think the concept is a neat concept, I guess. Maybe I would even be more excited about it. I guess the problem I have with Jiva is that it seems so hard to find a character that would just run into a late enough Jiva altar. And the motivation to take Jiva, given that there are a lot of strong gods in Crawl, it just doesn't really feel... What is this now? Oh, this vault. This vault's a little bit nasty. These hogs can kind of hit you a bit hard. I don't know why. I honestly don't even know why I opened this door, because I'm really kind of looking for Temple more than I'm looking for Arbitrary Vault. Yeah, I mean, the diving and not having access to stuff, but getting access to strong passives is neat. I'm not happy with the process of worshipping Jiva. I'm definitely not happy with like how mutations don't seem... It doesn't actually make the mutation game interesting. And I don't think that stat focusing works well either. I mean, Slimify is a fun ability, but it's also just, you know, it's a one-hit KO type ability. It definitely does need some thinking. I wish I could. I don't want to waste more paralysis charges on this guy. On the other hand, if I could... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at the play. Look at the huge teleport other play. Teleport the human, the hogs can't open the door. He's a genius. He's a streak god. God gamer. Now I just have to face one stupid human, and hogs can stay locked in a vault. It's the kind of power plays that you don't see anywhere else on Twitch. Okay, this is probably, hopefully, maybe Temple right here. But yeah, you can teleport other is a spell people make fun of a lot. It's perfectly fine though, as like a just make this monster not be here. Okay, finally, we did it. We did it, Reddit. Okay, this is good too. All right, so we've got pretty much the good selection of gods. I'll have to add this to the TTRI. I'm sure there's a lot. There's probably similar things that people have done that are a lot more amusing, but I am legitimately slightly proud of that. Yeah, I don't want you in my face. It's kind of fun that way. I was gonna, if he made it to the door and opened it, I was just gonna keep shutting the door, and eventually he would have still teleported, and then I would have shut the door on the pigs. But he actually teleported really quickly. He didn't even get a chance to open it. I think I'll probably go ahead and go Oka. I mean, that seems like it would be nice to start getting like throwing stuff, I guess, or just a nice melee, yeah, melee buff. It'd also be nice to get a weapon. I'm not going to count on Oka for too much in that regard. So I guess as this sort of catches up, the difference between my maces and the other weapon skills is kind of closing up. Eventually it's only going to be like maybe a skill level, and so I really will have... We don't even need Shroud against this guy, although I should. Technically, at least. Oh, these guys, now I can kind of peel these guys off. Much of the level is explored, and maybe one of them will have a weapon. So I don't really want to fight a giant army of these. If I see one that I can't kill... Oh, see, he's got an enchanted mace. That could be decent. Oh, and what is this? Oh, that's probably one that I threw. Don't lag on me. Yeah, those are both ones that I threw. Oh, Enchanted Halberd. That's, you got, my friend. Enchanted Mace. Alright. Let's see what this is about. Oh, +4 mace. Big. Huge. Yeah, these guys often carry, welcome, username Gurfi. I assume that's your favorite crawl combo, or just a weird coincidence. +4 mace, let's go. Once I get that lightning rod. Oh, actually, speaking of lightning, oh, miss key. What's this guy got? Short sword, I can do... Oh, okay. Never mind. Feels glad, man. Enchanted battle axe, wow. One shot, yeah, they don't have a lot of HP, But they do have a lot of damage with some of these weapons that they get. Whites, actually, speaking of plans, Mikey wants to bring back flaming corpses. And which I think would be fun to bring back as in the right depth. But we need a monster to kind of cull from the ranks. We sort of talked about whites because they're not the most thrilling thing in the world. They are a pretty nice source of nice weapons. But yeah, I'm not going to use this battle axe. It's at these skill levels, it would be a nightmare. Nice weapons, it just happened to be cursed. I'm okay with it as long as the weapon is actually nice. I'm getting some lag on CBRO. I guess it's the... Yeah, wow. It could be a problem for Strick. I might try the next game on CJR instead, because there shouldn't be as much. Playing for an hour, we're on D7. Remember when I was... What? Oh, he's on patrol. Well, okay. That's a little bit interesting, actually. Yeah, he was worth pretty good XP. Maybe he's patrolling, because that seems odd that he returned. Oops. These things might be more dangerous than There we go. Yeah, we'll try some strength. Now I have access to heroism at 4 invo. That means I'm going to have crazy. Yeah, Eyes of Draining are fun. CBRO is lag supreme. Welcome Plank tonight. Yeah, I didn't actually think about that. I probably should have. I should play on CJR. Yeah, these things hit kind of hard. But they're worth pretty good XP, it seems like. Uh-huh. Wow. This vault is the most valuable thing on the level here. Oh, I'm not using heroism. I probably should. I mean, I guess I can kill them without it. There's a short bow. Short bow is a two-handed weapon, right? Yeah. With 4.1 bows, I wonder how that would be, but I think my +4 mace and Oka gifts are probably okay. I'm gonna drop... I guess I'll keep a spear. Really don't need to carry... Wow, CBRO is getting kind of laggy. It's not too bad, but... Yeah, they only show up in weird vaults, and later on you fight them and they're just... But if there's a few notable early on vaults, I think, that can place them potentially. I guess they're relatively high HD, but maybe they just have a weird modifier. I should look at that. A hero here. Guess that was somewhat unnecessary. Good polymorph him, but these whites kind of make life sort of difficult, unfortunately. I guess I can just go ahead and take an additional staircase. Not that big of a deal. Ooh, we got blowguns. Make sure Mr. Imp does not have any nasty stuff. So now we've got a blowgun and we've got some throwing skill. That's going to be nice. There's our pal. Back down. Probably hero it up. What's this guy? Take the other stairs. $25 damage is actually a lot of damage if you fight that thing early. That's gonna decimate you. But you have to. I know of a vault that places them, and you kind of have to dig out. You have to have access to digging to get that one Trog vault. So yeah, that thing can actually kill you. It's Nope. What's up, Nope? How's it going, my man? Taking it easy. Guy had a long sword of freezing, so I guess I decided I wanted to use a lot of junk. Here's that blowgun. Warping some gnolls, indeed. We're on game 13 of a streak. I went the cowardly route and picked an easy species to continue the streak with. Now that glowing scarf might be resistance, but not much I can do about it right now. I can probably just hero this out pretty easily. Yep. Yeah, let's check out that other one. Yeah, there's the resist. Oh, amulet. Amulet of Faith. I will take that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Mace. Long sword of freezing. Yeah, there's not a huge difference, but there are 2 levels. I should probably check out that long sword. It could be really nice. That is a lot of orc priests. Have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, this'll do. That'll do. Like, one more for good measure. He was kind enough to stay where he was, so I could just... Wand of Clouds. Pretty, you know, useful enough. D8, an hour in. Oh, it's just an iguana. I thought I was fighting something else. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Quaslol. Damn. Didn't get to go Quaz. That's a shame. Free Kill B was here. He would not appreciate. If only. He wouldn't appreciate that sarcasm. Scale mail. Might as well just like move into a corridor. What do we get with scale? Yeah, I don't yet have any. Oh, passage. I guess. Know that I want to memorize wasted levels on beckoning. So these guys, you kind of run back and don't try to hit them too much while in Viz. You want to sort of kite them back and let them reappear. They hit you really hard even if they can't appear. Oh hey, almost enough for that lightning rod. Oh, here's the overflow. These are all the gods that we missed. Looks like a teleport trap took me into a new area. Eventually I'll find a sling and I'll probably use that. If I can use that with the shield. Now I'm wasting my time throwing stones all the time. See, I never used my blink. I did use the tomahawk once. So it wasn't useless. Oh, I have a blowgun. That's probably overall more useful as a... These things are not really worthy of a blowgun, but whatever. Whatever. Wow, this Mega Man X remix is for real. Tearing it up. There it is, folks. The lair of beasts. Oh, this vault. This is a somewhat infamous loot vault. Well, I forget if this one, yeah, it should have some nasty monsters in it, I think. It's these, like, I don't know what you call this shape. Killer bee, that's something. Thankfully, just a single killer bee, not a swarm of killer bees. Oh, Deep Elf Mage. Okay, that's for real. That is a thing. I don't really want to paralyze him necessarily right there, but